Everybody, Andrea Beck here, Registered Dietitian at SSM Health, here for some more nutrition talk for you guys today. Today we are going to talk about eating out. So eating out can, be a part of our lives. We are all super busy, whether you have kids or work a lot of hours, young kids, older kids, we seem to just be constantly going. So that can make it hard on somebody's lifestyle. I've learned that myself now that I'm raising two young boys in multiple sports, about how your evenings can all of a sudden become very full. And how do I balance that with planning ahead and having meals ready so we aren't eating out every single night or eating concession stand food every single night. But there are times that we go out to eat. So the first thing I like to suggest is to go somewhere that actually serves a vegetable. So if it's a complete just fast food, everything's fried, it's really, really hard to make a healthy meal happen just in general. But if you could at least order a salad, or if it's a sit-down place that has green beans or steamed carrots or broccoli, the side salad, if you can get that, then that's a bonus. So I like to think about a meal being a balanced plate. So I like for it to have a quarter of it to be a protein. So when you're looking on that menu, you would be looking at it and saying, what's my protein going to be? Do I want to get pork, chicken, turkey, beef, fish? What's your protein going to be? Start there, and then I want you to pick out 2 servings of vegetables, not just 1, but 2. They can be the same. You can double up on the same. You could order 2 separate ones, but 2 servings worth of vegetables. And then from there, your carbohydrates, preferably those with fiber, high fiber carbs. It could be the sweet potato, it could be beans, it could be peas, it could be corn, it could be a whole grain, it could be a brown rice, but preferably something with some fiber. So then you've built this whole plate of balance that's offering you multiple nutrients and 3 macronutrients, giving you carbs, giving you protein, there's fat there, and then you're getting all the vitamins from 2 servings of vegetables. So that's my first tip, is to go somewhere that actually serves the vegetable. No matter what, it's going to be higher in salt. You just can't get away from that. If you're going to like a restaurant, especially a fast food restaurant. So like fast food, you're easily going to have a meal that has 1,000 milligrams of salt to it, where we're trying to keep that whole number under 2,300 in an entire day. So you get half of it from one meal at a fast food restaurant. If you're at a sit-down restaurant, it's going to be less because they cook more fresh there versus it all being shipped in, but they're still going to cook in salt. You can't ask for some things to be like sauces on the side or seasonings on the side, but a lot of times they batch cook in their kitchen, and so everything's already going to have salt to it. I like to plan ahead. That'd be the next tip, is to plan ahead. Think, if you're able to, if you know that night is going to be an eating out night, or you're going out for a celebration, for a birthday, or an anniversary, a date night, a girls' night, like whatever that may be, you're going to do that. Plan for that. So look at the menu ahead of time. Is there somewhere what you can order off of that menu that's going to at least give you those vegetables? And then share it. If it's a large portion, share it. I highly recommend knowing what your portions are. So I would recommend for a week or 2 to measure your food at home. It's not something you have to do for the rest of your life by any means, but once you do it for a week or 2, you're able to recognize, oh, that's 3 ounces of chicken. Oh, that's half a cup of potatoes. Oh, that's what 1 cup of broccoli looks like. So then when you're at the restaurant, you're able to recognize that. Like, that chicken is huge. That's 2 servings of chicken. So then you can either share it with somebody, or cut it in half and take it to go. I've had somebody share this suggestion with me, is that what worked for them is that as soon as they got their meal, they asked for a to-go box and they cut it in half and put it in that to-go box immediately versus waiting to see if they were going to eat it all. It was kind of one of those like out of sight, out of mind kind of things. So I love utilizing leftovers. A lot of us have that idea stuck in our head that you have to finish your plate kind of mentality, which does us no good, unfortunately, and it doesn't end up helping anybody by finishing your plate. I would much rather you take it for a leftover. Take that leftover chicken home, so then you're not wasting food, you're not wasting money, and you're not eating too much calories at once. So definitely take them home and utilize those leftovers either like the next day for lunch or add it to another meal. Water. Water is the drink of choice. Try to get the water. So you want to get water as your drink. Even if, say, you're going to order a tea, also order water. So try to drink the water first, and preferably that would be your drink the entire time. So then you're also not getting calories from the drink. You're only getting calories from the food. You can ask for dressings on the side. That can take away a lot of calories. A lot of times they just saturate the salad in a dressing or something that has gravy on it, something like that with a sauce, a dressing. You can absolutely ask for that on the side, and that's an easy way to have a little bit less calories. Already recommended to know your servings. And so when I'm saying to know your servings, when they are serving you that plate, you should know like automatically, is that how many servings is that? Be the first to order. That's another good one. Be the first to order. I find that helpful as well because, you sit down with a group of people and you might go in there with that plan saying, okay, this is what I'm going to order. I'm going to order the salmon and some sweet potato and some broccoli. And then people start ordering and they're like, I'm going to have the cheeseburger. I'm going to have the chicken fry. I'm going to have, and you're like, oh, by the time it gets to you, you're like, maybe I don't want that. And it can be really easy to change your mind. So be the first to order. Don't go starving. Don't go starving. That's same for the grocery store. Don't go starving. So when you show up starving, everything sounds good. You want an appetizer, especially if you go somewhere that has like chips on the table or bread on the table. You get so full from those appetizers, and then your meal comes and you still eat. And we do it so fast. So it takes 20 minutes for your stomach and your head to register to each other that you actually got full from the meal. And so many times if you sit down starving, you just start putting in the food and then your meal comes and you don't take a break and you just keep putting it in, that you don't even realize that you were full 15 minutes ago. So don't go starving. Drink your water first too. And it can be helpful to just ask for not to have the chips or the bread on the table. If you're able to have a few, enjoy a few, and then them not bother you to where you want to keep eating multiple servings, great. If that is an area though that you struggle with personally, that once you have one chip out of the basket, you want the whole basket, that's something you could ask. Can you, no thank you, we don't need the chips. You can say it kindly, no thank you, I don't need the chips. You can also, if your table does eat the chips, if they bring more back, no thank you, we don't want any more. So you had them, people had them, but you don't want seconds on them. Last is make the order your own. So if you want to mix and match things, you are the customer. You can put together that meal the way you want to put it together. If you see broccoli on the menu, but it's not put with the meat that you want, actually, I would like this salmon, but can I have broccoli with it instead? That is doable. Maybe it comes with something fried. Can I have a second vegetable instead, please? Can I have the dressing on the side, please? Can I have, is it possible to put less salt on it? You don't know until you ask. Not being rude about it. I know a lot of people feel like I'm being rude and I'm being pushy and I'm telling them what to do and I just want to order my food and, leave it alone. You can absolutely kindly ask, and not everything may be doable. Some things, again, may be already done in a batch type of cooking, but some things might be able to be easily swapped and put together the meal that you need to put it together, and it not be an issue at all. So it doesn't hurt to ask at all. So next time you go to the restaurant, think about that. You need a vegetable, you need water, share the meal if you need to, or take the leftovers home. Ask for the to-go container as soon as possible if needed to. Plan ahead. Don't go starving, and don't be afraid to make it your own order. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here.